Just saying. Welcome back to CACTICALMAIN. Brown beast, I hide in the shadows of brown beast. Let's go down low, show clear. 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 It ain't gonna focus on you. Brown beast, gents. Alright, so hang in there with me on that intro that you just watched. Remember, it's been about 15 or 16 months since I've actually edited an intro. Edited an intro. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I can't say it. It's been a minute since I've done it. Gonna start getting the hang of it again because that's what we're doing now. Brown Beast is now at 5,000 rounds. There was only one instance in this 5,000 round session, so back up. I need to say this. And full disclosure, not that it matters. March of 2019, right? I had stopped filming, and I was just going to the range. Excuse me, itchy nose. I was just going to the range for my stress relief because of the career. If you haven't seen any of that, go watch, is CACTICALMAIN back? That'll explain everywhere I've been. I popped off 600 rounds of the 1,000 rounds brass that I bought for her. Did not take the camera out there because I was just doing me. So this range trip was only 400. So technically, if you saw Brown Beast in the video in the last couple of weeks, she was already at 4,600, right? We just popped off the last 400 yesterday, got her to 5,000 rounds. Now, I must say, before we go in any further into this, this brass case ammo, I believe it was MagTech 115 grain. That stuff is clean. Obviously, I have not broken it down yet and looked inside, but even after the 600 I did March 2019, I haven't wiped it down. I mean, it's gone in the little slot in the safe on the door hanger of the slot, but I haven't wiped it down, and it's really not all that dirty. 5,000 rounds, Brown Beast. So I backed up to tell you something. Now I'm forward and back to what I was going to tell you. There was only one instance on this trip, this last 400 rounds for the 5,000 mark, where the round did not fire. So there was no primer strike on the round. Excuse me. I was firing in quick succession. I'm going to try and play it in the background so you can see it. What I full-heartedly believe happened is we are unloaded. Let's go ahead and check one more time. We are unloaded in safe direction. I believe that I was going so fast that I just short-shucked the trigger, right? Short-shuck? Can you short-shuck a trigger? I don't think I let it out far enough to reset, right? And I was like, what the heck? And I just got that round out of there. Continued firing, picked up the round, saw that there was no primer strike. So that's the only thing I can guess. Other than that, dudes, she's a dream. I turned her light on. It's bright. A dream. On this trip, too, we were testing the Terran Tactical base plates. Base plate singular, $42. After shipping was actually like $52. Yeah, just one. Function flawless. I like it. It doesn't make it do anything, but it seems like it shoots a little bit flatter with that in there. And I also like the added compassion. So, without further ado, what we're going to do it normal style, like we have done in the 1, 2, 3. I drank that too fast. She's talking back to me now. But we're going to go down to the tabletop. We're going to break it down like we did 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to look for extreme wear and talk about Brown Beast up close and personals. Let's go down to the table and take a closer look. Alright, gentlemen. I do apologize if it gets a little grainy. I've turned up the ISO. Turning up the ISO makes the film grainy, and it also makes it look like I painted my fingernails. I don't know why people say I paint my fingernails. I don't paint my fingernails. It's ISO. Don't know what ISO is? Look it up. No, you really don't. But I turned it up so we can see Everything real good. We are clear. Again, take down, and let's have a look-see on what we've got going with Brown Beast. You can see that she's been... Let's go ahead and set that focus. Sorry about my squeaky chair. She has been pew-pewed a little bit. You know what? That's some clean burning stuff. But don't get any smart ideas, guys, on expecting 6,000 rounds. Because right now 9mm is so expensive. I don't believe in supporting the increase in ammo prices. Yes, I understand supply and demand. But I am not spending $200 on 1,000 rounds of steel case. That's just ridiculous, right? It was going for 130, so you know, if it was 160, I would buy it. Now, granted, if any one of y'all want to just go ahead and send send ammo to the channel for testing of Brown Beast, sure, we'll do it all day long. But let's take a gander at this. Do I have a rag? I do have a rag. So what I'm going to do is give it a wipe down so I can see if there is any new finish wear. Man, my phone is blowing up. Somebody's texting me. Let's see who's texting me. Who's texting me? Can't tell. Jarhead is texting me. Jarhead 6. We went on a nice ride this morning. Go check it out if you guys haven't seen his Jarhead 6 Rides channel. Alright, gents, so I'm looking. You know, we still have the finish wear right here. You know what? I might find me a pointer. Can I find a pointer? And those of you who know, these 1,000 round check-ins are not quick videos. They are long videos. So sit down, grab yourself a drink and a snack. See, we still got that finish wear from there, from the slide stop, slide release on this side. Nothing on the other side. This is actually looking really good right here. I can't tell. There's really not a whole lot of wear, guys. Right? You know what? It pays to take care of your stuff, doesn't it? A couple little doomadigs up there, but you're not going to see it. All around, if you guys see something obviously that I don't see, call it out in the comment section down below. But I am really not seeing any increased finish wear on the slide itself. Let's see if we can't get a good let me where am I set? I'm at 18. Let me go ahead and, is that not going to focus? Focus. There you can see it. Yeah, there you go. She's gunked up. Let's give it a wipey poo. Let's look at that extractor claw actually. Now I'm not going to be able to get the camera all great and perfect in there, but the extractor claw is looking awesome. Alright, recoil spring, guide rod. You know, guys, if you just simply oil or grease and maintain your equipment, your firearms, they will last. You know, obviously, if I had been doing all kinds of crazy classes and throwing this in the ground and stomping on it like a bunch of classes make you do, we got a little bit of wear in here. I don't know if that's going to show up. Kinda. You can kind of see it right up in there. It would have a whole lot more wear. But just simple, taking care. There's no reason. I'm just wiping down the barrel right now so we can see if there's any more wear. There's no reason to really just beat the crap out of your firearms just to say, oh, look, I've got 10,000 rounds in it. You can tell because I drug it behind a car. No. All right, let's have a look at that feed ramp and chamber portion, chamber area. All right, there we go. We do have wear around the hard edges. It has to be expected at 5,000 rounds. Not feeling any burrs. So if it did burr up, it has smoothed itself out. Up top on the locking portion, there, you can kind of see it. It looks like a little divot right there. It kind of wants to just focus on my hands more so than the barrel. Let me take a closer look at that. I think it's, I know it's smooth, unless my calloused over thumb can't feel it. But on this side, we also have some wear. Typical, standard wear. I mean, it really looks not much different than the 4,000 round check-in. And the barrel itself, you can see we have some wear from the slide going across the barrel. A silly white hand in the way. So there's the barrel wear. Still trying to figure out a way to show you guys how dirty it is in there. I know you need indirect light, but it just doesn't really ever work all that good. And lining it up with the camera, yeah, right. You know, if I can snag a picture, that's gonna be way too bright. Yeah, you ain't gonna see it. It's pretty gnarly in there, dirt wise. Yeah, I don't know that you're gonna see it. Let me see if I can't line that up. Does it look good? Is it good? I don't know if you can tell, right? If I can get a picture, I'll throw a picture in there. Rifling is still really daggone good in there. Still really good. Sharp, smooth, shiny. Just dirty. Guys, again, 600 rounds, March of 2016. Was not cleaned, was not oiled, was not lubed. I oiled it with this stuff here before I started it. I like that stuff. And of course, I always put a little bit of grease on the actual rails themselves. Sat in the safe from March till now, and she finished off her 1,000 rounds. I didn't oil up. The only thing I did was took it apart, looked inside the barrel to make sure there was no obstructions, no like caterpillars or critters crawling in there before I went out and shot it. Right? So let's take a look at the frame now. So if you haven't watched it already, go watch where I put a light sanding on this, so now it can be on the tactical love handles without any pain. But let's go up to the front. Nothing going on up front. Pretty decent, even, mostly even wear on the rails. All right, we move down. There is the slide lock. You can tell where it is riding on the slide. Let's see if I can't get a side. Yeah, it's not going to show up very well. But you can see that it is riding on that. You can see the fresh wear on there. All right. This still works just fine. Every now and then with my grip, my hand right here, you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but my hand rides on it and keeps it from the slide locking back. But that's my grip, not the pistola. And in the back, the rear rails, almost even. You can see this side's a little less wear than this side. And I always put grease on there, just a little bit. You don't need a lot. And the rails inside here, like you're not gonna see that. The little cuts for the rails for the slide in there, right in there. You see that, how it slides in there? It slides in there. I always run grease on that, right? Keeps it running. Don't put a gob of grease on there. You can see it does attract unburnt powder. I don't know if that's going to show up in there or not, but it does attract unburnt powder. You can see she is just dirty. Let's go ahead and give a wipe on these rails real quick. Maybe the wear patterns will show up a little bit more. Lock and block has a little bit of wear on it. All right, see that? Feed, yep. Gentlemen, she is, I would say, daggone near perfect. Let me go ahead and take the light off. The light's been on and off and on and off and on and off of this thing multiple times, and the rail section is not all chewed up, right? Looks good. Looks good. So, Brown Beast. Jen, she's ready for 6,000 rounds. She really is. I'm pretty sure this thing will just keep on chugging away. I may have to replace this at, I would say, 10,000 rounds. Maybe some internal mechanisms. This might just actually continue to wear down the slide stop. You know, I'd really like to be able to get a good representation of that right there. Yeah, oh well, ain't gonna happen. But it might end up wearing down. Let's go ahead and get her back together. And close this video out because it's already long. Yeah, da 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 da. Very simple, gents. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. If you oil your guns, you reduce the wear. Now, obviously, if you're out there running competitions and 5,000 rounds, every last round you holstered and unholstered and whatnot, yes, you're gonna wear that out. I hardly do that. I was doing it, and the 3,000 and 4,000 round, 5,000 round, I didn't take the holster out. I wanted to keep the light on because the light, I'm fixing to do a review on this because we have put about 3,000 rounds on this light between the M&P and Glocks and SIGs and all kinds of different other pistolas, and it still works just fine. But gentlemen, here we are at the end of the video. How do you feel about the M&P 2.0 5-inch Tactical Main? I've got a simple statement that will answer that question for anyone and everyone. I've owned a SIG P226, SIG P320X5, Glock 34 Gen 5, Glock 34 Gen 3, CZ SP01, CZ P09, Glock 19, Glock 19 with RMR. Every single gun I just listed, I've sold. Look what I still have. Brown beast, I still have brown beast, I still have brown beast. Because this is, without a doubt, my favorite pistol that I have ever had the pleasure to shoot. That's just me. We still have the factory trigger in there too. Still have the factory trigger. Yep. Oh. You know what? I can't remember if we tested the trigger weight and the earlier doohickeys. Yeah, we are clear. Let's go just check it one more time. See what I say one more time. Let's just check it and see where it's at. The hard part with this is the hinged. Ready? We are right at, what is that? Just under 5.5, so about 5 1/4 pound trigger pull. That to me is a nice trigger. Very easy to, you know what? This thing just shoots so daggone flat that it's just my favorite. Yep, just at 5.5. So anywhere between 5 1/4 and 5.5. This thing literally is so accurate, so flat shooting, so comfortable in the hand. Without a doubt, I would pick this all day long over 226 Legion, P320X5, Glock 34, CZ SP01 Tactical, CZ P09. This is my favorite pistol that I've ever owned. Thank you again for stopping by Tactical Main and watching another 1,000 round check-in with Brown Beast. Again, 6,000 rounds, guys. Gonna be a while till we do that. I just don't feel right spending $200 on 1,000 rounds of steel case because the next 1,000 is going to be steel case, and this thing's gonna be a whole lot dirtier. Oh, you guys remember that, man? Was it the 2,000 round check-in I did, or was it the 3? Just I took it apart and it was just like gobs of carbon. Anywho, this brass did run clean. We are out of time. This is probably a 25-minute long video. I appreciate you waiting. Again, might be a little bit of wait to get to 6,000. I kind of want to see ammo prices drop back down. Unless, again, one of you wants to send 1,000 rounds my way. But anywho, I digress. Thank you for stopping by Thank you for stopping by Tactical Main. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And guess what? We will see you in the next video. strobe light silliness. All right, gents. Peace out.